Big Money Bound TV, RRT Posse, YouTube. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I release scheduled videos every Monday, 12 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time, but I also release some unscheduled videos throughout the week. Now, if you're returning, welcome back. I appreciate all of the support. Thank you. Today's video, I know we're around the time of the year where a lot of students are graduating from the respiratory therapy program, and someone brought to my attention, hey, what should I have on my resume to make it look good to get my first job as an RT? Great question. Look no further. I got you. All you gotta do is keep watching. Just keep watching. What we represent, man?
Big money bound.
Say, let her know, man.
Big money bound.
So when it comes to these resumes, as a student trying to get your first job as a respiratory therapist, what you want to do is, if you want to show experience, as much experience as possible as a respiratory therapist to get this job as a respiratory therapist. But y'all probably saying, like, how does that even make sense? If I'm not a therapist, how can I show you experience as a therapist? Easy. You did all those internships, didn't you? You went from this hospital to that hospital, doing this work, doing that work. You got experience as a respiratory therapist. That's what we're going to tell them. So, first thing you want to do is, on your resume, you know, you should have a header and all that. Hey, I'm giving you the meat and the potatoes. Have a header, your last name, this, and I want to get employed here. Yeah. But the meat and the potatoes, you want to let whoever looking at your resume know that you worked at, what hospitals you've worked at. Like trauma hospital, heart care hospital, like cardiac hospitals. You want to let them know like what type of hospitals you've worked at. But with that being said, when it comes to these hospitals that you worked at, you want to get them like at a hospital that's in like good standing, that's got a good reputation, that's well known to be like a great hospitals for employees and patients. You don't want to tell them something about, oh, I was at this nursing home and you're not applying for a nursing home. Or you was at this hospital, everybody like, oh, that hospital is kind of like, that's not the best. I don't want nobody from there. So make sure it's like, it's a good hospital to like say, yeah, I've been here. You would know that better than me because I don't know where you're from, I don't know where you've been. So you should have a gist of like being there for a while to know like what hospital is considered like a good hospital. Okay, now when you figure out what hospitals you want to say you've been at, what did you do while you was in that hospital? That's what you want to let them know. Like, okay, I was at this hospital and this is the task that I performed while I was at this hospital. And only you'll put like from what time of year to what time of year. So like your floor therapy rounds, your ICU rounds, your emergency room rounds. You want to have a hospital for floor therapy, a hospital for ICU, hospital for ER, and a hospital for like pediatrics. There's going to be 4 different hospitals, all of them in good standards that everybody well respected. If the hospital is not well respected, hey, don't put it unless you want to. Someone's come back, Randy, I put that thing down, they said the hospital was horrible. I told you don't do that. So what did you do at these hospitals? You doing floor therapy. Tell them no, you did the floor therapy. Like the good thing they want to hear is that like I balance like my work. How can I say this, man? Like I prioritize things appropriately. Like I mean, like you know, which patients are more critical. You did all your treatments with the charting on busy days, yada yada yada. Okay, then you want to let them know like you want to like amp all this stuff up. Like you want to put down like you perform CPR. But you don't just want to say, I did CPR. You want to put like, task performed. Life-saving CPR. Like, it was life-saving. Like, I did it so effectively that I saved a life. It ain't what you say. It's like, oh, I did CPR. You probably saved a life, but you ain't telling me that. You did CPR. Did they make it? I did life-saving CPR. Another thing you want to put in there, like, you want to keep boosting this stuff up, amping it up. Let's say, you want to show them that like you was a respiratory therapist before you was a respiratory therapist. So like I was the lead therapist during the Code Blue with a licensed respiratory therapist assistance readily available. So like you was doing the job, but it was still somebody overshadowing you, making sure that you doing everything correctly. But you was the lead person, so you already used to handling a Code Blue situation. Now if this ain't true, put it if you want to. If it ain't true, put it if you want to. I ain't gonna tell you don't do it. I ain't gonna say you to do it. If it's true, Okay, if it ain't true, put it if you want to. So, all the hospitals you've been to, the things you've done, like ABGs, right? Effectively, efficiently perform ABGs with like less amount, with little or no discomfort to the patient. You want to let them know you're doing like ABG 6 the proper way. You want to tell them you're doing everything respiratory related in a good manner, because they're trying to hire you for a therapist. And that's in the field. So we took care of floor therapy. We got you as an ICU. You want to put ICU, you want to put like, just like, you want to list all the vents you work with. Equipment work with, like you want to put like Draeger, Servo I, TechMe, Avanti. They got Servo I, Servo U, Draeger, Draeger 2, TechMe vents. All the vents that you work with, let it be known so they can say, okay. And you can put like transport ventilators. Okay, so they're I was gonna say he, but it could be she. They're like well round with like different type of ventilators, so they know what to use. You want to put that. And then when it comes to like the ER, you want to be like, what do you want to be like? You feel? It's been a while since I had to really redo my resume. Just put like you know your way well around like a busy ER. You like did a conscious sedations, cold blues, setting up initial vent settings, like adjusting, titrating vent settings according to like the ABGs. That's so that you know that, okay, I gotta make my vent changes according to the ABG, what's going on with that, how that's looking, what should be done, what should be tweaked. Okay, now with that being said, what hospitals you worked at, what you did in those hospitals, now you want to include your respiratory therapist program GPA. I don't care nothing about you. You barely got in with a 2.0. If in this program you had all A's and B's, we gonna put that 3.8, that 4.0, whatever you had. Your program GPA is taking note that, okay, this was like one of the top students in this program. Okay, I'm picking the top student that was in this program. Now, lastly, if your GPA wasn't good, don't include this stuff. Only include what's gonna make you look good. You as the class president, you want to include that. Lastly, for your references, don't just put your friend that work at Wendy's or your friends that work at Foot Locker. I'm saying these jobs because like that's non-healthcare related. You want to put somebody that was like in the hospital field, preferably one of these respiratory therapists that you met while you was interning at the hospital. I'm here doing all this stuff for free. Y'all gonna do something for me. I'm doing all these treatments, all this CPR, all these vents, all this. Hey, I'm helping y'all. Can somebody please help me? Can I use you as a reference, please? Then if you go into the person that's using as a reference, if you're applying for that job, oh, we know this person. They work here. Hey, how's this student upset? Oh, they was good. Because it's still fresh. Like you just graduated. Oh, yeah, they was just here. They helped me out. They was, oh. Use these people. If you can't find nobody, like, if you like got somebody from this hospital, but you want to apply at this hospital, use this same respiratory therapist from over here, over there. Only if the one you're using from over here is a good therapist, you know ain't nobody gonna talk too greasy about them. Most of the part, if they're a respiratory therapist who somebody gonna talk about, you heard somebody talking about them while you was at the intern site. So if ain't nobody talk crazy about them, they're well respected, most likely they respect it over here. So tell them that you got this person as a reference, then okay, they know this therapist, it's a good therapist. Okay, they know some therapists. You don't want to be putting down like, bro, you know people that's like my football coach. That's cool, like that's cool. But I'm trying to get you to this money, get you some good food. I'm trying to get you to these riches, like for real. So you really want to put people that's in the healthcare field like that. So that's what you want to do now. I done told you where you worked at, what you did while you worked there, what equipment did you use, what was your GPA in the program if it was good, and your references want to be like real deal, like highly respected, like respiratory therapists. Or you can even add like a nurse if you want to. You know, I'm our RRT posse, so it's all respiratory therapists with me. And that's the things, that's the meat and potatoes of what you should have in your resume. This video was short. It was short and to the point. I gave you the meat and the potatoes. I ain't running around playing around. Hey, and time is of the essence. You need to put this stuff in there right now and go fill out my applications, because everybody else that's trying to get that same job you trying to get. Now everybody get that same job you trying to get. So you already put in there like where you worked at, what you did, life-saving CPR, all the vent names, ABGs you did without causing the discomfort to the patient, this, and you just putting stuff in there that you may think this ain't even necessary. But if I put in all this right here, and all you put was, I graduated from this program, I went to this hospital, this and that, who resume gonna look like? Who resume gonna stand out the most? This may be a little too much information, but damn, they ain't give me nothing. This is all he did. Multiple ABGs, took care of pediatric patients, did this in the ER, managed his time wisely, was here during this time of the month. It was very busy that month. He was still managed to do good. Hey, I already got my job. I want to see you get yours. The information I'm giving you, it should cost, but it's free game. Thank y'all for watching. Use the information however you choose fit. Goodbye.